People who play different roles that we have defined in our investigation, who have been described to us in many ways as really involved in the process. But we're still working on some of the details about some of them, because not everything comes out immediately. We just have to keep working on it. Sabi ko, this really entails a lot of patience. Kaya, when the senators asked if there's a warrant of arrest, there's none. But we will come up with it at the proper time. Well, he's a good friend of mine. Ambassador Locsin is a very good friend of mine. We've been good friends for the longest time. Since 2004, magkaibigan na kami. I think the law is very clear. It does not take a genius to know that. It's really, the law has been there all along. It's just that probably because of the job that we have right now, we look into what is available, what law is available to us to be able to address the situation. Because there are many laws that we can use to prosecute, but there are laws that are more apt to the challenge or more appropriate for the time and for the circumstances surrounding the crimes committed. And I think the law is very clear. By now, I know that you've read the law, you've seen it. You read it one more time and you see that there will be new revelations to you about how the law works. Ano talaga yan? It's really, that was a long debated. I was a member of Congress and that was debated. I listened to the debates. Congressman Teves was a member of that Congress also. That debated the anti-terror law of 2020. We were both there. Of course, that was the time of the pandemic. But still, it's a law that went through the whole process of refinement because of the big debate that ensued when it was debated on the floor, and even in committee, in committee in Congress. I think it was the Committee on Justice, the National Security. It was the Joint Committee that heard that. Affirmative then. He voted for the bill, as I did. I voted for the bill. The anti-terror law was a landmark legislation because it took the place of the Human Security Act. And it is a more complete law, and it is a more fair law and more comprehensive law. The signals are not clear right now. It's really up to DJ Bantag to face the music or not. It's up to him. But as I say, the government has the ways and the means to find people who run away from the law, especially high-profile ones. Very hard to hide. Mas mahirap magtago yung mga high-profile na tao. Alam naman natin yon. It takes a lot of patience to be hiding from the law because it's a very lonely scenario there. Okay? Wala naman tayong surprises. As I told you before, that we were going to reveal something in the Senate, and we revealed it, that the anti-terror law was going to be used. And we'll be meeting with the Anti-Terror Council very soon, in the next few days. And we will be discussing it. With the Anti-Terror Council, the designation of Congressman Teves as a terrorist, and some of the people who worked with him to be within the same, to have the same designation also. We're looking at 3, 4, or 5 other people who may be considered as part of the terror organization of Mr. Teves. Not to my knowledge. Not to my knowledge. But They played very pivotal roles in the plots that ensued and what happened to Governor Degamo. Remember, Governor Degamo was a governor of a province, the highest locally elected official in the country. And for that to be done to him took a lot of gumption. And that act alone instilled fear in most people in Negros Oriental. If they can do it to a governor, what more for other people who are ordinary people? I think that that's one thing that we should remember. He was the highest elected local official. There are only 70 of them in the country. 74, I think, in the country. 74 ba? 74 governors, highest local officials in the country. And for that to be done to them was just incredible. It's just the gumption to do it took a different kind of person, a different kind of character, and probably a different kind of organization to do it. People who played different roles that we have defined in our investigation, who have been described to us in many ways as really involved in the process. But we're still working on some of the details about some of them, because not everything comes out immediately. We just have to keep working on it. Sabi ko, this really entails a lot of patience. Kaya, when the senators asked if there's a warrant of arrest, there's none. But we will come up with it at the proper time. He will be part of it. Masama siya sa core group ng what the others call a terrorist cell. Kasama siya.